Hey, honey.
Hi, honey.
It's honey time
We're going to have some honey on this.
on this honeyful video.
Yeah, oh my Lord, watch me sway darkness.
Welcome back, Deck Night. I'm Homer. This is
Amy.
and we're doing some,
Honeyful bourbon drinks.
yes. We have made a video with this one the other day, and it was awesome. And we already had this one, so I was like, let's grab some more honey bourbons and see what the hell we got going on. So that's what we're doing.
All right.
So I didn't want to spend a shit ton of money on buying honey-infused bourbons, and I wanted to get the Cave Hill, Rabbit Hole Cave Hill bourbon that we've had before and we really enjoyed. But I think it's a little different than this because these, is from what I can tell, because we haven't had these yet. What I can tell, these are like honey-flavored whiskey. So they are really strong on the honey.
Very sweet.
And the Cave Hill is a bourbon that uses honey malted barley. So it's not extremely honey.
Yeah, which I think is way different in these because these are infused. That Cave Hill is not.
No, and the Rabbit Hole Cave Hill, even though it is a honey flavored bourbon, it is still more of a bourbon taste than a honey tasted whiskey.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with these honeyful, with the beautiful Amy came up with that word last time, honeyful bourbons. So today we're gonna do Wild Turkey's American Honey, Chattanooga Whiskies Experimental Honey Infused, which we already did a video of it. We're going to throw it in here anyway.
Jim Beam honey, and which we've never had before, King's Honey Bourbon.
So this is King's Family Distillery, the one that's in Sevierville right here by us. And this is actually a store pick from Christie's up off Rutledge Pike in Knoxville. And if you're ever driving through Knoxville and you want to stop at a liquor store, this is right off the interstate, exit 392 on Rutledge Pike. And they have an amazing bourbon selection. That's
Yeah,
the word
and
I
they're
want to use.
awesome.
But they have a great bourbon selection, and they always have a lot of store picks. So if you're into store picks, that's a good place to go. But anyway, let's get into these. We'll be here all night if we keep talking about other
I
stuff.
wonder if these would be good for hot toddies.
Probably. What's funny is you mentioned hot toddy is Mark on our last video brought up the hot toddies on one of his comments.
Ooh, we should have a hot toddy.
Yeah, so
We have
he
big things
gave
for
us
hot
he
toddy.
gave us the how to make a hot toddy,
Ooh, we should do that.
which involves boiling stuff. Or not boiling, almost boiling, but we'll get into that later. Maybe we'll make a video out of it. We do. All right, so let's just move these in front so they're not in our way. Yeah, that's off the side a little bit. And I got the little bottle, airplane bottle of Jack Daniels because who wants a huge ass bottle of honey flavored Jim Beam? Not Jack
I
Daniels,
like
Jim
Jim
Beam. No, you don't.
I don't.
No, we've had this conversation like
But I
six
like
times on
flavored
videos.
Jim Beams.
Well, we like flavored Crown. I don't think we really had too many flavored Jim Beams. But you don't like Jim Beam. I don't like Jim Beam. We don't have, there's a white label Jim Beam that we drank while we were in Jamaica. And when we left Jamaica, the first thing you said when we were leaving the resort was, I will never drink Jim Beam again.
Well, I'm having it today.
Because the first time you drank it, you were like, that shit is gross. Which I agree, it's gross. But, you know, yeah, you always say you like Jim Beam, and you don't.
Let's find out today.
Well, you might like this Jim Beam because it's honey. All right, let's hold them up. You get the Kings on the end there, and I'll get Wild
We already
Turkey.
did
No,
that.
the club.
Oh, okay.
So look at how the color difference. That is damn near clear, but it's got
Looks
some
like-
pretty thick legs on it though. For
One
the
looks like you peed in it a little bit.
for the Wild Turkey.
Does it have any legs on that?
Yeah,
Oh,
it does.
It does.
It's got some. I mean, it's pretty viscous.
Yeah.
That's thick. They can tell it. They see this one. The bottle says that it is Wild Turkey bourbon mixed with real American honey, and that's it. So I can imagine if there's pure honey in that, that's pretty damn thick. Because look at it hanging out up there still.
Yeah, so the Wild Turkey and the Jim Beam are our lightest.
Close. The Jim Beam's a little darker, I think.
Yeah.
Not much though. And then the Chattanooga is right on there with the Kings. But they all got really solid legs on them. Look at that Kings over there.
Yeah, definitely. Probably because of the thickness of
Got to be the honey
infused.
causing the.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's.
All right, well, let's try it.
Where'd you put your microphone? Oh, okay. Let's.
I think we should do it together in one.
Yeah. You want to start with the lightest and then move our way up?
Yeah.
Let's. Okay. You always go first.
All right, so this is your Wild Turkey. It smells a little lemony.
Oh yeah. Maybe they added
Maybe
a little.
some orange zest.
Maybe they added a little
lemon zest.
Well, it might be just the Wild Turkey bourbon standing out.
Possibly. A lot of fumes going in there.
So, do you smell the rye that Wild Turkey normally has?
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, that's like motor oil.
A lot of honey. Mm-hmm. A lot of sweet, sweet honey.
That's good though.
It's not bad.
I do get your lemon zest.
Did
or
you
your
get
citrus,
it?
for
Did you
real.
get it right
All
when
day
you
tasting
nosed
it? It's like a combination of honey and citrus.
I'm almost getting like a pine solly taste.
I could get that. Maybe
Sort of
maybe
tastes like,
lemony.
you know, the lemon pine salt?
Yeah, I could get
What
that.
I'm getting with some sweetness.
But I still like it. It's good. All right, I'm gonna have to water this one.
Yeah, these are so sweet. These are definitely something you would drink hot tea. That's what I'm getting. Herbal tea, you don't feel good. You need a little kick in your tea.
All right, Jim Beam.
Yeah, so here's the... You gotta swallow. Did you even nose it? So that bad?
Man, that's horrible. But
The flavors from the nose are strong. You can pick out almost everything.
the first mouthfeel, obviously, it was not enjoyable. But when I swallowed it back, you know what I taste? A cigar.
A cigar?
Yeah. So the ending, the finish on that was pretty decent, but the front end was horrible. There comes one of our children.
You get a lot of fruit and cinnamon in this. Wow. Yeah, you're right. I don't like this.
No. Do you get cigar at all?
I don't get
right
any
at the end,
cigar.
the finish, right with the beginning of the end.
I get an aftertaste. I don't get a cigar from it. You got a little burn going down.
Really? I don't. So I'm really glad I didn't spend the $16 on the full-size bottle because I do not want that. I do not.
I think
want
it's got a
this.
lot of.
Ugh. It's got.
It doesn't move. Like the flavors just stay with you, and it's an aftertaste that
You know
comes in. That you know you get that aftertaste, like morning breath or something, right when you swallow it, and it stays with it. It doesn't go away.
It's like you just put a mouthful of stevia in there. It's like the
Yeah,
aftertaste.
that's
it's like
what
the
it is,
fake sugar.
stevia.
The fake sugar. It's not good.
That's a good way of explaining that. All right.
That's going in the infinity bottle. Chattanooga.
All right.
We
We
know this
know
one's
we
good.
like this after having those really, really sweet drinks, though.
I can still feel it in my teeth.
I love the nose on this. Way better than the other two.
I think this is like a.
I think it's just because you do get that Chattanooga bourbon out of it. It's not all honey.
Well, I think that also this being an experimental 4-barrel batch, they probably put a little like effort to making it really good. And this is Wild Turkey and Jim Beam making a
flavoring.
honey flavored whiskey just to sell to all the teeny boppers that don't drink whiskey.
Yeah. Someone commented to drink this with Chattanooga, just regular small batch
To mix it.
Chattanooga.
You want to do that real quick?
After we do the
Yeah,
Kings,
I'll
because
you go ahead and-
I guarantee you that will
That's so
cut down
good.
on that sweetness and make it so much better.
And this right here, this one was okay. This one was horrible. This has still got regular, I'm standing up, you probably can't see me. This has got regular bourbon flavor that is overpowered by honey, but it's still got a little bourbon quality.
Yeah,
to it.
you get that bourbon with it because you got to have that. I don't think it should be straight, but it's very sweet still. This is a one and done for me.
Oh yeah, you don't drink more than one of these.
Okay, so moving on.
Move on to Kings. Now, we've never had King's Family Distillery before, and I'm really looking forward to this. Now, I know it's going to be overpowered by the honey, but I still am pretty interested in seeing what King's Family does, because it's got a pretty good reputation, not just in this area. If you guys have
I
ever
don't know
heard
why
of,
we haven't gone to
if
the
you guys have
distillery.
ever heard of King's Family Distillery, not King's Distillery, but King's Family Distillery, give us a comment and tell us what you think. And also, while she's doing that, remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the bell. Join, become a member, and catch up on all of our live streams, our bottle giveaways, extra chances to win those bottles, all the other cool shit you get with being a member. On top of that, don't forget about going to the Gramco. Check out the Gramco for Delta 8 and Delta 9 products. DK on the Rocks 20 for a 20% discount. And also, guys, remember to hit us up on the X, Instagram, and what's the other one? TikTok. So I'm going to put that down right here so you can see all the handles. You can go check those out and follow us on those sites, the social media pages.
You instantly get that this is a rye. And I was like, I wonder if that's got like, if this is a rye. But at the top it says B rye. So, lot of kick there.
Well, that's awesome
Ooh,
that you
you
picked
get
the
that.
rye out of it.
Pepper, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I can smell it.
You get that rye more than the honey.
wow.
Wow.
That
That's
is
got a
completely different.
lot
is
of
not-
peppery. I don't know if you can compare this with that because these are weeded and
I think
that is a rye.
I think this, it's not weeded, honey. These aren't weeded.
I'm sorry.
They're rye bourbons. I don't know what they're made with, but I'm sure they're not weeded bourbon mix. It's probably just a standard rye mix. But wow, holy sheep shit.
Holy sheep shit!
This
Is definitely, if you
bourbon, it says bourbon whiskey, so maybe it's a bourbon rye.
It says B
I
rye.
see that, but I don't know what the count is on it. They covered it up with their special label here. But
What do
wow.
you mean the count?
What the it's got batch 12, I get it, but I mean what its mash bill is.
Oh, well, you're getting bourbon.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, because it says bourbon whiskey, so if it's still a bourbon, it's not a rye, but it probably could be a high rye bourbon. Because you're right, it does smell like a rye. It has a lot of rye qualities to it, and it definitely is not overpowered by the honey. Now
It
this is
softens that pepper with the honey. You get both
Oh.
flavors in it.
this why it's different.
What?
This is a bourbon whiskey finished in a honey barrel. So it's
So it would have gained.
this is
with
more like the Cave Hill.
Hill.
Yeah.
Explains.
Yeah,
Explains.
because these are honey infused, and that is finished in a honey barrel.
Yeah,
That's why,
because you're just getting a little hint of the honey in this,
which makes it better.
which makes it way better. So
Because-
this is not so sweet. This is something that I could do a little bit more.
Well, so this reminds me more of like
Cave
the Cabernet cask Chattanooga whiskey, something that's finished, not infused. So any finished bourbons you've had that has other flavors because of the finishing, spending a few months in a wine barrel, or throwing staves in it with different types of stuff in it. That's what this is, and these are good. Besides the Jim Beam one, but this is more like a real bourbon, not some flavored shit.
So this is, I'm getting old. Is that 110 proof?
110 proof, yes.
So I don't even know if you can put this in the same category as
You
this.
can't. It's got a burn. That's got a real bourbon taste. That
Yeah.
needs to be its own thing. We need to get another bottle of Cave Hill and do those two together, because these are not belonging in
These
the
are
same.
very, very sweet. You
Dessert
can taste
beverages.
the honey. One small Glencairn, and you're probably done for. That's your dessert
Mm-hmm.
for the night after your dinner.
I don't even want to try to talk about that right now. It doesn't belong here.
No, it doesn't at all. Okay, so if you wanted to look at,
Let's pour that in there.
I wanted to compare
What are we comparing?
the alcohol content. This is 85. The Chattanooga. The Wild Turkey is.
This one's only 35%, so it's 71 proof. That doesn't even qualify to be a bourbon because it has to be at least 80. Getting old for this, Eddie.
I think we need glasses. It's got to say on it.
It does, but I can't read it. It's all the way down on the bottom.
This says 80, I think.
It's probably 80 or 70, just like the other one.
Yeah.
It's probably not more. They're not going to waste good bourbon on honey trash. So anyway, do we
Winner,
want
winner, winner definitely is Chattanooga.
out of the 3 honey bourbons, for sure, Chattanooga's the best. Then the Wild Turkey, and then Jim Beam. But see, Jim Beam, I don't even want to put as third because it's so bad. I wouldn't even. I'm going to throw this away. It's horrible.
I don't know. If you're thinking honey and you want to go research honey and you want to try one, I wouldn't even put those. I wouldn't even think about them. Just go do this.
Well, they can't get that. It's a small batch. This is a very small batch. It's 4 barrels.
Ha ha ha. Well, I guess
So-
you guys are going to have to come on the deck and drink it.
Yeah, so get the American honey. I heard there's a short barrel brand honey that they got the bottle's cool because it's got one of those honey sticks on it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got the end of the wax. So, and I heard those are really good. So if you can get a short barrel, try that one. But American honey whiskey, for the price of this, and small bottles are available. It's good. It's worth drinking. The Jim Beam, don't waste your money. It's trash.
We're definitely
go
going to have to make
50-50 on
a
this?
hot toddy with this. Maybe we'll do this after that.
One more.
A little more.
I give it a good
Little
swirl.
swirl going on. Cut that honey.
So there was a comment from our last video, and I can't remember his name. Not a member. Be a member. Join a member, and I'll remember your name. I don't forget even remember his name. Notice I said Mark earlier because he's a member. Join, become a member. I'll remember your name. But someone made a comment and said to try this, and I told him we would, and he said do it in your next video, and we're doing it.
Well, whoever said that, good job.
It won't be the next video because there's going to be one out before this, but
That's good. I almost would put more of the,
I still smell the honey's down
yeah,
there.
I would still put more of the straight bourbon in it, but it cuts that honey and you still get that honey taste.
Yeah, you know what might be better though is if we had the 111 cask instead of just the basic 91, give it a little more punch.
Yep.
But that is a lot better.
Yeah,
that gives you some more, so you still enjoy the honey, but you're not just nothing but honey. So whoever it was that said put the Chattanooga in with the honey, great idea.
Yeah. So when you do that, it definitely tells you how much honey is in this. Like,
Oh God,
it is shebanging honey banging in your mouth.
honeyful.
Very honeyful in your mouth all the way. And like I said, one and done. But very good. Loving it. And our honeyful video. Definitely love the Chattanooga and love it even more when you mix it.
So if you want to,
I wouldn't think about those. Now that we have this, there's no way in the
reason
world that
everybody
I'd
would
say, let me go and get that.
you know, I'll probably give this to the 21-year-old and be like, go have fun.
She'd probably like it.
Probably would. If she was here, I'd make her come up and try it. She's not.
Anyhow,
That's
so that is it for today, and the snow's still on our ground.
Yep.
And
It's turned into ice now,
we are in ice.
so we're gonna have some more.
Hopefully by the
honey
time you
bourbon.
see this, we will not have snow.
No, it'll be gone by then.
Let's make a hot toddy now.
Keep an eye out for another video with the King's Family Distillery and a Rabbit Hole Cave Hill comparison. That'll be out eventually.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
All
hot
right.
toddy in it next.
Why not?
Why not?
All right. See y'all next time.
My Lord, watch me sway. Darkness falls and we all pray, hoping for the light of day.